Hi, welcome to the third episode of Big Daddy's Real Talk. I'm here with my guest, Giorgio, who actually helped me name the podcast.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
So I thought, of course, Giorgio has to be my first guest. And we're actually in his apartment filming. We just had a Halloween party last week here. It was so much fun. But yeah, Giorgio's like the best host ever. So let's start off with our first segment. Guys that we've like from dating apps or like we've met and all this stuff. So I'll go first. This evening, I was messaged by this guy. Like I did not match with him or anything because some dating apps don't let you like you don't have to match before. So he like just randomly messaged me. He goes, "You have attractive feet."
What?
I guess because like at your Halloween party, I took a picture with Catherine, and Catherine because we were both monsters, and Catherine wanted her feet in the picture because she was wearing furry boots. So my feet were in the pic, and I didn't crop them out before I put them on my dating profile. So he just said, "You got attractive feet." I didn't respond. Okay, so what's yours?
So my dating app story is happened 4 years ago. I was on Tinder, and there was this one guy I was messaging, and we were just like chatting and stuff, and everything was chill. But then he asked me out on a date, and then even though he seemed like a nice guy and everything, I didn't really like get like the sense that he was like my type. I just wasn't into him in that way.
Yeah.
And but he seemed really nice, so I thought like maybe it'd be nice to just like be friends. So I was honest about that. And, like I told him like, hey, like I'd like to just be friends. I'm not really looking for like something romantic or like anything more, but I'd be down to like hang out as friends. And he was like he would have wanted to like go out like on a date and stuff, but he was like, I guess like we could like try being friends like that. That's cool. So we just kept talking a little bit more, and then like for a hangout, like we were about to go to Dave and Buster's one time.
David Buster's.
Also, he lived far away. He lived in like Damascus, Maryland, which is like 45 minutes to an hour away from here.
And
So like
he
I don't
made him
know what
drive
I was
here.
thinking. No, it was like a halfway point.
Okay, okay.
Um, but when it was like before like it happened, like when we like set up to like hang out, he kept being like really like flirty still, like even though I told him like I wasn't interested in like anything romantic or like anything more. I'm trying to remember what some of those things were like in between. There's like one catch that I remember at the end that I'm definitely gonna get to, but
Did he tell you had attractive feet?
no, he did not tell me I had attractive feet. Gosh, I wish I remember. It was like 4 years ago. But anyways, I'll get to like the like part I remember of the story. So, oh yeah, he was like, oh, like I guess like when we go out, like we can like kiss and stuff. And I was like, I'd already said we kind of just wanted to, be friends and stuff. And then he's like, oh, like I don't know, cause like I'm hot, like you're hot, like we could like make out and stuff. I'm just like, no. But nevertheless, and like I like stupidly like kind of just kept going with it, like even though I could already tell like he was not like really into the whole like friendship. He still like wanted something more, so I kind of like ignored those signs. But like right before like our hangout, he was like, oh, like if you like change your mind, like can always like rain checks. And like a bit like before like the daylight, I told him, hey, I think it'd be like a better idea if we just don't. I said like I think it'd be for the best if we don't like hang out, because I'm afraid this could like end up in like hurt feelings, and like if we catch feelings or something, and we're just kind of trying to be friends. So then we didn't end up like hanging out, and then he was just kind of like he kept trying to like beg to like go out and stuff. He was very like insistent and stuff, and he wasn't like getting the message. I already told him like multiple times I wasn't interested in anything more. And Yeah, eventually I just stopped talking to him because it, you know, wasn't going anywhere. Like, where we felt like mutually like well about each other and stuff. So I just kind of stopped talking to him. And then like 2 months later, on Snapchat, because I'd added him on Snapchat. Um, we were at our friend Shahani's Christmas party, and there was like a little like top hat that she put on the Christmas tree, and I posted that on my story. And then he responds, mind you, after like 2 months of like not saying anything, out of the blue, he was like, "Oh, like we can get together and you can be my topper, just how that hat is a topper to that tree." And then I just blocked him, because I'm like, I cannot anymore.
Was he a straight? Or was not straight? I meant, was he a white man?
No, he was not white.
Okay, I was about to say, if he was a white man, they have the audacity sometimes on Snapchat. Honestly, so many men have audacity to swipe up and be like, say the most cringy lines after not talking for months.
Yeah.
How old was he? Like,
he was our age, I think only like a year younger.
oh, a younger man? Oh.
By like a year, it's like nothing.
No, that's
I consider that our age.
That's a red flag. Call back
Okay,
to
Grace.
episode. But yes, okay. Before we get into our main subject, I actually need to see if someone listens to this podcast, because I confronted him about listening and he said he would, but I've not gotten feedback. So I just want to say, to check if he's listening, I want to spread this rumor that Avinash Gupta, aka Avi, likes to suck his toes in his free time. Giorgio can attest.
It's not just a rumor, like it's true. Like we've taken trips together, like to Iceland, and like when he'd think I wasn't around, like he'd like try to like suck his toes, like when I wasn't in the room, and then I'd still like catch like the tail end of it when I come back into the room.
Yeah, like I heard his biggest guilty pleasure of it though is sucking his pinky toe, and like I heard from sources that like he loves to come home at the end of the night after work, or like going out with friends, take his sock off and just stick his tongue in between each toe to get that succulent. So, Avi, if you're actually listening, you'll confront me about this. Okay, so now to our actual subject. Giorgio, if you don't know, is the biggest fan of CUPCAKKE. I swear to God. Like, I know people who love CUPCAKKE. I know people who like CUPCAKKE. Giorgio is in love with CUPCAKKE. So, if you don't know, CUPCAKKE is this like rapper who does like the craziest songs ever. She does remixes and stuff. But yeah, how did you first hear about CUPCAKKE?
So shout out to Will Donahue, actually, because he's the person who introduced me to CUPCAKKE for the very first time. It was during college. It was like after freshman year. It was like the summer. See, he was going to college up in Pennsylvania, and then when he'd come back like to visit during the summer, we were hanging out at my house with our other friend Drew, and we were just chatting and stuff. And then Will, like out of the blue, like pulls out his phone. He's like, "Wait, there's this video I have to show you guys." It's not saying like too much. Like, you just have to watch it. It's really good. And it was the video for Deep Throat for CUPCAKKE, which if you haven't seen, you must see. It is so iconic.
I feel like Deep Throat's everyone's intro song to CUPCAKKE, honestly, because that was my intro song too.
Yeah, it's like her signature song. Like you have to watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But anyways, he showed us the video, and to be honest, like at first, like Drew and I like did not really like. We were like, "What the fuck?" Because like if you haven't heard CUPCAKKE's music, like it's very like explicit. I know like explicit rap is like common. I mean, she's not the only artist who does that, but like the way she sings about sex is like
I think it's because she's a
unheard
female.
of. No, but it's not only that. It's like the way she like writes her lyrics, like the metaphors and the way she puts everything together and compares things. It's just insane.
Wait, I love that also she like sings like Christian music.
She actually does not. Well, she does actually have one song called Jesus, because she actually started out singing like in a choir like before she went on like a solo career. So like she made like one song, like one of her albums Morgan's like Audacious, the one where she's going like this on the album cover, and like the song like the album like all sorts of different themes. Like she actually sings about like very like serious and like dark themes as well, but like she also like will include like at least like usually like 2 or 3 like pure just like sex songs like on her albums, and like you'll have those songs, and then like at the very end of all that album it's just a song called Jesus, where she just sings about how much she loves Jesus. So that's her one Christian song. Yes,
I know, I love it though. So what's your favorite song by Cupcake?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. Honestly, it's hard to choose, but some of my favorites are probably like Moonwalk and Gum and Spider-Man Dick.
Okay, I think my favorite is Garfield.
Oh yeah, I remember that's your favorite.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just like I think it's like the chorus just gets me every time.
Yeah, it's so catchy.
Right. But yeah, I love her music. So I feel like Cupcake is like integrated into friendship so much. Like my best friend Elle, like we both went to culinary school together and barely knew each other, but we were hanging out. And we, like, go to the laundry room to be, like, because she had to do a load of laundry our first week. And somehow we came up into a conversation of Cupcake's Deep Throat. Like I said, everyone's into a song. And we just started singing it in the laundry room. And, like, that's how I knew, like, she's going to be in my life for a while.
That's how you knew she was a good person.
Yeah, because good people listen to Cupcake.
Yes. It's a green flag. That's a green flag.
Not a red flag, like like I talked about last episode. Green flag.
Yep.
But yeah, so we've been to a Cupcake concert together.
Yes.
So I remember I like was coming home from school in New York. I was on the train. I was like, I cannot miss this concert, Dad. I need to somehow get to the Will's house. But we went. It was in Silver Spring. We took the metro, and we were running late. We missed the opening act, but it was okay. I think she was, like, 30 minutes late to her start time.
Yeah.
So that was a chaotic show.
It was chaotic, yeah. And I went back to see her with some other friends more recently. It was, like, early, like, this year. And she's, like, blown up like in her career ever since like I don't know if you guys have heard like the TikTok remixes of like Cupcake's like songs like being like meshed with like other songs to like as like a funny thing, like all sorts of like mashups and stuff out there. And like after that happened in 2021, like her popularity just like blew up. Because like before she's always been like very like independent, like hasn't like ever signed to like a major label or any of that. She's always like done kind of like her own thing. So like she got a lot of like fame from like Deep Throat back in like 2015 from like the internet. But it's always been kind of like a more niche thing, like up until like the remixes on like TikTok. So then like ever since the TikTok remixes, like her shows like fill up, like there's like so many people. And like that time like there was originally just gonna be like one venue. It was like a one night venue, so it booked up so quickly that they opened up a second venue like for the next day. And there were so many people, and like the whole like audience was like so into it. And like during if you've heard the song like CPR, which is one of like her most iconic songs, there's a part like towards the end of the song where she's just like moaning, she's like and it just keeps going like higher, and it's like progressively for like probably like almost a minute long of just moans, and the whole crowd was like doing it along with her. It was just so funny.
Yeah.
There's so much. If you guys haven't been to a Cupcake show, like go to a Cupcake show. It's not super expensive, and it's worth it.
But there's not a lot in our area recently.
Yeah, there haven't been.
The one you went to was in Baltimore, right?
Yeah, she hasn't been to DC. I don't know when's the last time she went to DC, because even that time we went like in 2018. It was like in Silver Spring, which is up in Maryland.
Right, which is like by DC, but still, it's like not DC. I want her from DC again.
I know, yeah, me too. It'd be so fun. Cupcake, if you're somehow listening, come to DC. We will come see you.
So I have this thing where I like to message celebrities on Instagram for no reason. And I like message Cupcake the most chaotic message. It was like, "Dear Cupcake, me and my friends love you, but especially my friend Giorgio." And like I was like, "Giorgio wants to come sing with you." It was like something so stupid.
I think I'd probably pass out though if I got called to the stage. That'd be like sensory overload for me. Like I'd be like out. Like it's too much for me to handle.
That would be so iconic if you did. Oh my god, imagine if Cupcake invited you on stage to do like a little twerk off.
Oh my god, I would faint, guys. I would faint. It's like seeing Jesus for me, like.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'd be so fun though.
I love. This is such a niche video, but I like the Old Town Road Cupcake remix.
Oh yeah,
That one's
it's
pretty
so funny. Yeah, when Old Town Road was released, like she immediately like released like a remix version with like her lyrics over it. It's so funny.
She does that a lot. Do you remember she took a whole year off or something?
Yeah, she had like a mental breakdown in like
and then she got
2019.
super skinny.
Yeah.
But like too quick, super skinny. Like I was
Yeah.
worried about her.
Yeah, it was too. Yeah, it was not a good phase.
But
Yeah. But she got better. Like
No,
after
now she
a
seems
year,
better.
like now she's doing like a lot better. Like ever since the pandemic, she's been releasing like a bunch of singles like during the pandemic. Now she's like doing lots of tours again. So she's
hopefully-
by your town wherever y'all
Yeah.
are. We highly recommend.
Yes. Weren't you? Oh, she just did a show in Richmond that we couldn't go to.
Oh yeah, which is like it's like 2 hours away. It's not too bad. I mean, to go
It's
see
like it's like an
Cupcake.
hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, so since Giorgio is a super fan of Cupcake, I wanted to quiz him on lyrics to see if he could get them. So I wrote down some lyrics. Where did I put it? Oh, so I wrote down 5 song lyrics, and I'm going to see if he can fill in the blank. So the first song, of course, we have to go with Deep Throat because that's an intro song.
Okay.
So I'll say blank when you have to fill in the word.
Okay.
Ballerina that dick when I spin, I do it. I fuck this N-word so good. I ain't swallowed blank blank. I think I swallowed blank.
Don't think I swallow one kid. I think I swallowed twins.
Yes! Iconic line.
It is.
Okay. This one is her song Squidward Knows.
Okay, another classic.
Another classic. I only did classics. His dick smaller than my toes. Yes. Smaller than my toes. His dick smaller than my toes. I'd rather blank blank blank.
I'd rather ride scooters than ours.
Yeah, I felt like that was pretty simple, but that's so iconic. Okay. Next one. You did mention this song as one of your favorites.
Okay.
It's Spider-Man Dick.
Oh, a quick interjection. You guys should watch the video. She's wearing this like Spider-Man like onesie and stuff, and she's like picking up like ramen and stuff and like doing all sorts of stuff. It's really funny.
Oh my god, it's so funny you mentioned that. So the lyric is, "You got me caught up in your web, you my Spider-Man." Ah! Of course, I had to mimic her.
Of course.
Suck blank blank off that blank.
Suck ramen noodles off that dick. That's my vitamin.
Yes. So it was like when you were like, yeah, in the music video, she has ramen noodles all over her. I was like, oh my god, that's the lyric I chose.
Wow.
For you to guess. Okay. The next two are, I think, a little bit harder.
Okay, I'm ready.
So this one, like I said, is my favorite song, Garfield. On my period, so you know his cum red. I get on top, then on bottom like a bunk bed. Bake the cake, so you know his ass a junkie. Don't want no sausage if he ain't got no lunch bread. No, I ain't afraid of blank blank. Huh.
No, I ain't afraid. I know penis.
Yes! I was like, oh, I don't know if he's gonna get this. I like also just chose this because I think the first line of "on my period, so you know his cum red" is so iconic. I was like, I can't make that the first one. I need to give context. But yeah, I like did not know the rest of that part. I was like, wow, that's so iconic.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's the hardest one, I think.
Okay.
It's from Duck Duck Goose.
Oh.
Touching your head, but ain't checking the temperature. Got the dick on lock like a motherfucking prisoner. Blank in my blank blank. That's deep conditioner.
Not in my fuzzy hair. That's deep conditioner.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you got that. Oh my god, 5 for 5.
Yay.
Yeah, I like looked. I was like, had to do it. If you guys, I don't know if you guys played along, but what did you guys get? I probably would have gone like 1. I'm not a huge fan. I just like her, but yes. So yeah, do you have any words if Cupcake happens to see this?
All I gotta say is, Cupcake, keep doing your thing. You are amazing. Like, we love you so much. You're an amazing artist. Like, fuck the haters. Like, we think you're so creative. And I will say this, like, if you're gonna drop another, like, single or the album you've been talking about for, like, the past 2 years, I would be thrilled. So,
What would you do to like meet Cupcake? Like, would you sacrifice anything in life to meet her?
probably.
If okay,
But I don't know. At the same time, like, I know she's like she's supposed to be like super nice and stuff, but like at the same time, it's kind of like intimidating just because like it's like
Right.
meeting Jesus.
So if okay, so what if you let's hypothetically one of our friends. What if let's say Will, because I know Will would be okay with me saying this. If you and Will, there's like one door to exit to meet Cupcake, and only one of you could go through it. Would you fight him to meet Cupcake?
Oh. Well, I love you, but probably yes. But then again, he's the one who introduced me to
Right,
Cupcake,
so
so like I feel bad if it's Will. If it's like anyone else, so I probably wouldn't feel as bad though.
Okay. So if it was like
If it was you, I wouldn't feel as bad. I love you, Grace.
I know, it's okay. I honestly would be like, Giorgio, just beat me up real quick, go meet Cupcake. I think Will would be the only one who would truly fight you. Maybe Drew. But I think it'd
Maybe.
be you and Will. I think if we wanted to see a good fight for Cupcake, it would be between you and Will.
Yeah,
But yes,
that'd be intense.
it would be. Okay, so thank you for listening / watching to my episode this week. Hope you guys enjoyed Giorgio. I love him so much. He's like one of my best friends. But yeah, let me know if you want to see anything else or like want another guest, if what I should interview them about, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, just let me know. Okay, kisses, love ya, bye.
Bye.